So you guys seem to have loved last night's video on RMG stock. This is also going to be Romeo stock when it goes through its merger in a few months, I believe it is. And I've decided to cover it again because last night was our first look into it, and being as you guys loved it so much, sometimes that does happen, and I decided to pick up a stock and start talking about it a little bit more. So we're going to be talking about Romeo a little bit more from now on the channel, starting off with tonight's video where we're going to be doing an analysis on the price and the price prediction for the next few weeks, months, and years to come. So just before we do start off, please do help us out by leaving a like and subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure you guys are going to learn so much from this video and other videos on the channel. We have over 100 videos on the channel now, so you know, all of this is free. All I ask you to do is just support it, pay by pressing that little red subscribe button, and that is the only thing that you owe me for this video. No, you don't really owe me, but I would appreciate it if you could nevertheless. Also, please do leave a like, and if you want to check out the Discord server, we now have a Discord room where we're going to be talking about stocks and shares and basically SPACs, mergers, things which are going on in the stock market, which could potentially pop in the next few weeks and months. We have about 3 members in it now, I believe, so if you guys could join, it would be massively appreciated. Link is in the comment section and the description, hopefully. Right, so let's have a quick look at Romeo RMG stock for the last few days and weeks. So you can see on the one day we're actually slightly in the red. We basically was climbing down since the market opened at 9:30, and now we've gone for a price of 10.59 to 10.22. Clearly only a few pence, but when we look at how much the stock is actually worth, that's taken off 1.35% of the value of the stock. And if we look over to the 5 days, things really just get worse. I mean, we saw a huge spike here. I think this is when the merger was announced. Sorry for clicking off that. I could be wrong with that, but I think that was when the merger was announced, and it basically peaked at the point of 11.43. Ever since then, really, we've been downhill. We saw a little bit of a spike where the price could have potentially gone up there, and it basically just didn't. Looking out to 1 month, we are still down on the 1 month, actually. So we saw quite this spike once again at the start here. God knows why that happened, to be honest. I'm sorry, but I just don't know. And we saw this one go up. So obviously, I can't really tell you 100% what controls the stock market. No one knows that. But we can just look at the price and hopefully predict what's going to happen in the next few months. Looking out to 6 months, so half a year, it really is quite flat. I mean, before this, you know, flatness where it started to level off at a price of $10-ish, you know, we saw it basically spike up, spike down, spike up, spike down from around a point of $10 all the way down to $3, 3.4, I mean $3 or $4. Really quite the decrease in value. So it's been losing 50% of its value very randomly, but it does seem to appear to have leveled off right now, you know, so not really something to be worried about with that happening at the minute. So you should subscribe because, you know, this is 100% authentic and real. So Romeo is basically an electric battery manufacturer. I mean, all batteries are technically electric, I suppose, and what they mainly focus on is electric vehicles. So as you know, we like covering electric vehicles on this channel because it's something that I always say. I believe that we are going through a quote-unquote electric revolution at the minute. Let's look at it. Okay, Wi-Fi in everybody's house. There's 5G is coming out soon. 5G is actually starting to be rolled out now. We've got electric cars coming out all over the world. We've got mobile phones in basically everyone's house and hand at this point. You know, it's really getting to the point where electricity is really going to be the one. And especially coming into vehicles, because vehicles is a completely new market for electricity to come into. Obviously, Tesla was one of the first ones that really pioneered the way for this. And now a lot of companies are jumping on. And Romeo actually, you know, they apparently have some great technology. They apparently have one of the most, if not the most dense, I think it is, power dense batteries on the market right now. Now this company, is only a year old, I believe it is, maybe a little bit older than that. But honestly, that is quite the claim. I think it was started up by some ex-Tesla engineers or something. Don't quote me on that one. But really, that is quite a good sign if they have got a good battery, because obviously people are going to choose this battery if it's the best option. Why would you not choose the best option? So yeah, I brought up a few other things which we're going to be talking about, and this is the merger which is going to go on. So of course, RMG Acquisition is going to be merging with Romeo Power Technology. I'm just going to read out the title from this Business Wire article. Romeo Power Technology, leading provider of battery technology to the commercial EV market, to list on New York Stock Exchange through merger with RMG Acquisitions Corp. Could go into this one. We mainly covered it in last night's video, so I don't really need to go on about this one too much, but you know how this one's going to be working. It's another merger which is basically similar to a lot of the mergers that we've seen before with Helion, things like that. We already know what's going on with this one. So yeah, let's have a look at why this stock could potentially go up in the future. So I'm not actually going to quote a price on this stock. I'm just going to say whether I think it's a stock that's going to grow, a stock which is overinflated, and a stock which is going to crash and whatnot. But I think this is really a stock that could grow. We're going to look at Sweden in this example because I'm really quite bored of looking at the United Kingdom's graph. We could look at the United Kingdom, we could look at the United States, but tonight we're going to be looking at Sweden because it's just a new country to look at. So we can see this circle is basically quite divided. I mean, in the United Kingdom, it was mainly yellow with petrol sales, but here we have diesel and petrol really holding quite a similar market share next behind hybrids. Why is this relevant? This is relevant basically because all of these cars at some point are going to need to become electric. I think it is in Europe we have until 2030 to convert all of our cars to electric, and this is going to mean that a lot of new electric car manufacturers are going to come onto the market, and a lot of existing car manufacturers are going to be looking for that technology, which is going to set their vehicle apart from other vehicles on the market to basically make customers more happy to buy their product. And of course, by going with a superior battery manufacturer like ROMEO, they could potentially, woo and wow customers into buying this product, which could potentially be a great thing for the stock. So yeah, for that reason, I really can see this one going up. I just brought up an article to kind of explain this. I couldn't really find too much, but I think Tesla's business model on this first article really does say it. So Tesla manufactures a Model 3 batteries in the United States. However, others are actually produced in Japan. So this is kind of like outsourcing the battery. I mean, it's probably a Tesla factory where it is produced, but let's just say it's, I don't know, Toyota. That's a big car manufacturer that everybody knows. Let's say Toyota don't have the battery technology needed to produce an electric car, but they want to. So they would look to a company like ROMEO to basically buy some more batteries. So that is where they would buy this. And for that reason, I can see a lot of potential customers on the market for this one, and I can really see the stock popping in the next few weeks, months, and years. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please leave a like. Please do subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Feel free to come talk to us over on the Discord server. Thank you very much for your time.